What if the heel turn whispered about for decades was inevitable? John Cena, once the epitome of hustle, loyalty, respect, now teeters on the edge of a radical transformation. In 2010, a crushing defeat and forced alliance with the Nexus planted early doubts. 2011's shocking championship cash-in shattered expectations. By 2012, brutal attacks and controversial moments eroded his heroic image, while 2013 post-mania antics teased change. In 2014, a fateful confrontation with Bray Wyatt deepened his inner conflict. The 2020 Firefly Funhouse match dismantled his flawless persona, paving the way for an irreversible metamorphosis in 2025. This journey from loyalty to ruthless ambition challenges everything we believed about heroism, as valor and darkness collide in one truly unforgettable, epic saga. During 2010, an event at Hell in a Cell sparked controversy and cast the first shadow over Cena's storied career. Following a bitter defeat at the hands of Wade Barrett, the superstar encountered an unexpected ultimatum when WWE coerced him into aligning with the notorious Nexus faction. Known for its disruptive aggression and radical ideals, Nexus offered an alternative vision of power, a stark departure from the familiar creed of steadfast honor. In that defining moment, Cena confronted a crossroads: surrender to the siren call of a ruthless, all-consuming force, or persist with the values that had earned him adoration. This instance, far from a mere scripted twist, revealed an internal struggle rarely exposed on television. The opportunity to adopt an edgier persona would have rewritten wrestling history. Instead, by rejecting the Nexus's seductive promise, Cena chose to uphold his traditional commitments. Yet the memory of that pivotal decision resonated deeply with fans, fueling endless debates over what might have been. The incident sowed seeds of uncertainty among observers, questioning whether loyalty alone could suppress an inherent desire for dominance. In retrospect, this episode stands as an early omen of an evolution simmering beneath the surface, a precursor to the eventual transformation that would captivate the WWE universe. In 2011, amid a high-stakes tournament convened to crown a new champion following CM Punk's abrupt exit, an emotional narrative took center stage. Rey Mysterio, embodying the spirit of the underdog, earned a hard-fought victory that captured hearts worldwide. The celebration, laden with hope and pride, was swiftly undermined by a sudden twist. Without any ceremonial build-up, Cena executed a ruthless cash-in that nullified Mysterio's emotional conquest. This startling move, lacking the dramatic tension typical of major storylines, betrayed not only Mysterio's efforts, but also the expectations of loyal fans. What had been a triumph for perseverance transformed into a chilling display of self-interest. Cena's intervention, abrupt and calculating, forced audiences to question whether his long-standing reputation could mask an emerging hunger for power. The moment resonated as a turning point, a whisper that the revered icon might willingly forsake empathy for advantage. Although no overt admission occurred, the act shattered illusions of unwavering honor. Fans were left to ponder if this instance was an isolated lapse or an inevitable progression toward a darker persona. Thus, the seeds of betrayal, sown in the wake of the tournament, deepened the narrative of transformation and foreshadowed a future where allegiance to tradition might ultimately yield to ambition. A particularly shocking moment unfolded during a live broadcast when an unexpected kiss with Eve Torres jolted viewers. This controversial encounter, void of any heroic justification, struck at the core of Cena's public image. It was not a calculated act of villainy, but rather an impulsive moment that exposed vulnerability and hinted at internal decay. Every assault, every emotional betrayal chipped away at the unblemished mask he had worn for years. As tensions escalated, doubts surfaced about whether Cena's public persona could endure the weight of mounting pressure. The narrative grew darker as the champion appeared less capable of compartmentalizing personal anguish from professional obligations. With each passing moment, the line between loyalty and self-interest blurred further, signaling that the long-anticipated transformation might be closer than anyone dared imagine. The following year, 2012, escalated Cena's internal conflict to unprecedented heights. WWE's storyline intensified, pushing him to confront relentless adversity both inside and outside the ring. The imposing figure of Kane emerged as a relentless force, orchestrating brutal assaults that targeted Cena's trusted allies. Each physical attack served as a metaphor for the psychological pressure mounting on the champion. As friends were brutally sidelined and cherished relationships strained, the audience witnessed a figure caught in an agonizing struggle between duty and despair. By 2013, following a landmark victory at WrestleMania, Cena engaged in behavior that both delighted and disturbed the audience. Fresh off reclaiming the WWE Championship in an emotionally charged match, he chose an unconventional celebration. Instead of reveling in his success, Cena adopted a playful yet provocative demeanor, teasing the crowd with an impish grin, impromptu dance moves, and irreverent gestures that defied tradition. His actions, laced with mischievous irony, served as an unmistakable nod to the long-speculated heel turn. The post-mania antics resonated resonated deeply with spectators, as mixed reactions filled the arena. Applause mingled with boos, each note underscoring the ambiguous nature of his performance. Observers noted that this wasn't mere showmanship, it was a calculated provocation. The superstar's lighthearted mockery of expectations hinted at deeper, unspoken conflicts. WWE's creative team appeared to be testing the waters, subtly inviting fans to question the boundaries of heroism. Every smirk, every audacious gesture challenged the sanctity of Cena's established reputation. With a single performance, he blurred the lines between admiration and animosity, leaving viewers to wonder if the metamorphosis was imminent. The evening's energy, charged with anticipation and uncertainty, became a defining moment, a teaser that promised more dramatic shifts in the future. In that fleeting hour, the seeds of transformation were clearly visible, their implications echoing far beyond the confines of the arena. In 2014, at one of WWE's most storied events, Cena faced Bray Wyatt, a confrontation that would crystallize the battle within. The setting was electric. Every fan sensed that destiny hung in the balance as these two titanic figures clashed. Wyatt, with his eerie charisma and enigmatic presence, lured Cena into a confrontation that was equal parts physical and psychological. Mid-match, Wyatt presented an object symbolic of chaos, a cold, unforgiving steel chair, and, with a solemn gesture, implored the champion to use it. In that heartbeat of hesitation, the arena fell silent. Every eye witnessed Cena's internal duel, to continue embodying an unyielding paragon of virtue, or to succumb, even momentarily, to the temptation of brutal force. The steel instrument represented a stark departure from everything he had upheld. Although Cena ultimately rejected the offer and fought on, that brief moment of vulnerability resonated like a clarion call. It exposed the delicate equilibrium between honor and ambition, leaving audiences with a lingering question about the true nature of his character. This confrontation, though resolved without a definitive heel turn, became a watershed moment, a clear indication that every hero might harbor a capacity for darkness. The impact of that encounter with Wyatt rippled through subsequent storylines, deepening the complexity of Cena's persona and setting the stage for even more dramatic evolution in the years ahead. Fast forward to 2020, when Cena found himself in one of the most surreal chapters of his career. The Firefly Funhouse match, a bold departure from conventional bouts, transformed the arena into a labyrinth of memory and metaphor. Amid whimsical settings and abstract symbolism, the champion was forced to confront every facet of his legacy. Disjointed vignettes recounted moments of triumph and despair, challenging the audience's cherished image of invincibility. In a stunning twist, the familiar hero briefly reappeared as an echo of past eras, a shadow reminiscent of the rebellious NWO. This visual and psychological experiment stripped away layers of polished heroism, exposing raw vulnerability and hidden ambition. Rather than providing simple entertainment, the match deconstructed Cena's persona. The juxtaposition of colorful theatrics with grim recollections created an atmosphere where nostalgia collided with stark reality. Every sequence questioned the sustainability of an image built on unwavering integrity. Viewers were left to confront the possibility that beneath the veneer of success lay unresolved tensions and suppressed desires. In that surreal hour, the narrative shifted irrevocably. What was once seen as an unassailable symbol of loyalty began to crack under the pressure of introspection. The Firefly Funhouse became more than a match. It evolved into a cultural moment, a statement that even legends are not immune to the corrosive effects of internal conflict. In 2025, destiny materialized during two fateful events. The Royal Rumble delivered a shock when Jey Uso eliminated Cena, an act that reverberated with foreboding energy. That loss was merely a precursor to a brutal elimination chamber match, where underhanded tactics and desperate maneuvers defined the evening. With adversaries like CM Punk and Seth Rollins wreaking havoc, Cena's choices grew increasingly ambiguous. A decisive, ruthless cash-in forced an opponent into submission, a moment that shattered the sacred creed of hustle, loyalty, respect. Then, in a climactic confrontation with Cody Rhodes, a single, treacherous low blow transformed a respectful handshake into an act of irreversible betrayal. The finality of that gesture left the WWE universe stunned. No longer the unswerving champion, Cena's metamorphosis was complete, a man who willingly embraced ambition at the cost of honor. His legacy, once the embodiment of unwavering principles, now carried the weight of complexity and moral ambiguity. This dramatic evolution invites us to reconsider the very nature of heroism. When every decision carves new dimensions in a legend's persona, can we ever truly separate the light from the darkness? Ultimately, Cena's journey stands as a testament to the intricate dance between integrity and power, a narrative that challenges us to accept that even icons may eventually rewrite their own destinies.